Well, hi there everyone and welcome to the channel. My name is Kareth and today's recipe is going to be another meal in a jar. This one is for Huevos Rancheros and it's something I love to get at our local Tex-Mex restaurant for breakfast. It's delicious. Huevos Rancheros translates to ranch eggs. It's a cooked tomato salsa and it's a fantastic sauce that's going to go on top of these eggs. Now, traditional Huevos Rancheros, it's going to be an over easy egg or an over medium egg. And so when you cut into it, you get that nice runny egg yolk that mixes in with the sauce. Obviously, we're not going to be able to do that here. We're going to be using the scrambled egg mix instead, but it's still delicious. And the flavors are fantastic. Let me show you how I put this together. Y'all are going to love it. This recipe is going to require 2 jars. We're going to put the sauce ingredients in one jar and the beans and the eggs in the other jar. Into jar number 1, we're going to put a cup of the tomato dices because this is a tomato salsa that we're making here. 1/4 cup of our onion slices. I do like to use the slices here because I like the chunkiness of the onion better than the little bitty tiny chopped onions. But you can use those if you like. All right, I'm going to include a tablespoon of the Litehouse brand freeze-dried jalapenos, and you can use Thrive Life green chili peppers if you prefer. I'm also putting some chicken bouillon just for some depth of flavor. A little bit of sugar is going to help to balance out the acidity of the tomatoes, as well as some salt. I forgot to add it here, but you'll see me add it later. I'm also including tomato powder, freeze-dried cilantro, and some Thrive Life freeze-dried garlic. And that's all there is that goes into this ranchero sauce. But that's all you need because it's delicious, y'all. So tasty. All right, pint jar number 2, we'll put the eggs and the beans. So in the bottom of the jar, go ahead and put a cup of the refried beans as well as some seasoning. Now I like the Goya adobo. And then in with those beans, I'm going to add some pepper jack cheese because why not? And I did blend that, like I pulsed it in the blender just so it would melt faster. You could use cheddar if you like. Let's put 1/2 cup of our scrambled egg mix into a baggie. We need to keep that separate because they cook separately. And then go ahead and season your eggs. I've got salt and pepper going into mine, but you can season your eggs however you like to season your eggs. Get that little baggie in the top of the jar there, seal it up, and then that's all that goes into the second jar. You can get an oxygen absorber in there and get your ring and your lid on. And if you like this kind of recipe, you could make up a couple of these jars at a time, have them on your pantry shelf for whenever you need them. But I do suggest you make this maybe on a Saturday, a weekend, just when you have a little bit more time, because it is more involved and it does take a little bit more effort, but boy, is it worth it, y'all. This is so good. First thing you'll need to do is add some water to that ranchero sauce jar. Get those tomatoes and those onions refreshing, rehydrating. Just empty the contents of that egg baggie into some sort of a bowl and you can get some water in on them. You'll need 3/4 cup of water because it was 1/2 cup of eggs. So that's the proportion there. Stir it up and those will be ready for you. A small saucepan is all you're going to need for the beans and about 3/4 cup of water, somewhere around in there. Just let those soak. You don't even have to turn the heat on yet. Just let them soak a little bit. All right, into a medium skillet, you can put a couple tablespoons of oil and then go ahead and get some heat. Get that skillet and that oil nice and hot. Very carefully add that jar of ranchero sauce. And what you'll do here is basically you're just going to cook off the water that's in there. So you're cooking off that liquid. And once it's evaporated, then you'll be sauteing those ingredients. That's really where the flavors are going to happen. When you saute these tomatoes and onions and jalapenos or green chilies, Like, this is where flavor develops, people. It's so much better than if you just had this as a raw salsa. Ranchero sauce is a cooked sauce, so definitely saute that 2-3 minutes. Get some fond on the bottom of your pot, and then add somewhere around a cup of water. And after you get that additional water added, you'll want to stir it really well because, yeah, you want to get up all the fond that's on the bottom of your skillet. You want that in your sauce, right? Fond equals flavor. So go ahead, spend a little time, scrape up whatever's stuck to the bottom of your skillet and get that into your sauce. There's where I added that salt I was talking about earlier. And then all you need to do is turn your heat down, probably medium low. You'll need to simmer this covered for about 15 minutes. And while that simmers, get some heat going on your beans, stir them occasionally so they don't stick. If you're enjoying my content, please give me a thumbs up. It really helps my channel to grow. And if you're interested in getting my meals in a jar recipes in cookbook form, I do have a cookbook out. If you want the print version, this one is available on Amazon, and I also have the ebook version available on my website, which is thefreezedriedfoodie.com. I will link both below. All right, back to the video. After about 15 minutes, you can take off that lid and give your ranchero sauce a stir. And basically, you're just wanting to make sure those tomatoes and those onions are nice and tender and you have the flavor you want, okay? So go ahead and taste it and adjust it. You can always cook this longer if it needs to cook longer, or you could add more water and cook it, whatever it needs. Mine was perfect, so I went ahead and transferred that into a bowl, and I'm just going to use that same skillet to cook my eggs. So I wiped it out with a paper towel, and then I put a little plate on top of that bowl to make sure my ranchero sauce stayed nice and warm. Okay, and then you'll want to turn your heat down. Make sure it's at a medium-low because you're about to scramble some eggs, okay? So I've got a tablespoon of butter in the bottom of that pan. I'm going to let that melt, and then I'm going to add those scrambled eggs. And the secret to great scrambled eggs is low and slow. You want low heat. I have mine on medium low. It's probably between a 2 and a 3 on my stove. But there's just something about the protein in eggs that it will seize up on you if you cook it at too high of a temperature. That's just the way eggs are. So the secret to nice and tender, fluffy eggs is a lower heat. Like lower than you think you would need, okay? So if you're at a medium, that's too high. Crank down your heat to about a medium low, and then make sure you stir it pretty often. I didn't really walk away. I just kept stirring that whole time. I wanted a soft scrambled egg. This is about how I like my eggs. So I'm going to pull that off of the heat. That texture right there, that's going to be perfect for Huevos Rancheros. Take a look at these beans. You see how thick they are at this point? This is what you're looking for. And doesn't that look amazing with that melted cheese in there? Go ahead and take those off the burner because they will continue to thicken after you pull them off. Now your Huevos Rancheros are ready to assemble. So I like to put them on a tostada, like a crispy tostada shell. You could definitely eat these without a tostada shell. You could put them on a corn tortilla, a flour tortilla, but traditionally I think they're on a crispy tostada shell. And this is how I assemble them. First, you gotta put down a layer of beans, and of course mine are cheesy beans. We've got great flavor in our refried beans because we put it in there, okay? If you've tried the refried beans and thought, oh, that's not great, it's because you didn't season them. They are literally just cooked pinto beans that have been smushed. So you have to add the seasonings. So just so they're nice and seasoned, they're gonna be perfect. And of course we put that pepper jack in there, which is amazing. All right, so down go the beans first, then go the scrambled eggs. And by the way, these scrambled eggs that I'm using in this recipe here, these are 3 years old. But you would never know it. They smell amazing, they look amazing, they taste amazing. That's the beauty of Thrive Life. Now comes the best part, the ranchero sauce. It is so tasty. It's really nice and warm. I like a good amount of juice in my ranchero sauce. So it's up to you, but I do like a lot of juice, and I love to serve this warm on top of the warm eggs and the warm beans. It's perfection, y'all. You will love this sauce. I'm adding some crumbly white cojita cheese here, as well as some sliced avocado. I like to put cilantro on this, and oh my goodness, it's such a great breakfast. Isn't it beautiful too? And those blue plates that I like to put my Mexican food on, those are Fiesta-ware plates. So I think it's just perfect for Mexican food. I think it pops. It's so pretty. It rained here all morning, so I did not have good lighting. And so these pictures are not the best. My video is not the best either, just because I don't have good lighting. Typically, I turn off all the lights in my house and I just open my blinds, and that's how I take my pictures. But today it was so dark outside. It was just dark in my house. So I had to put on all my lights. Oh well, that's just the way it goes sometimes. But the breakfast was excellent. You have to let me know in the comments down below how you like to eat your eggs. If you have the Thrive Life scrambled egg mix, tell me how you use it. Do you scramble them? Do you put them in a quiche or like an egg bake, or for those little sausage and egg bites? You have to let me know how you use them and what you think about them. You can definitely enjoy this without any kind of tortilla or tostada underneath it. A lot of people eat Huevos Rancheros just on a plate without any kind of tortilla. And that also saves on some carbs. So if you're looking to watch your carbs, eat this without the tortilla. It is so good. I promise you're going to enjoy it. It's really delicious. I do suggest a little bit of beans on the side, just because it's really traditional, and beans have a good amount of fiber in them. So I think, yeah, the cheesy beans, the eggs, the ranchero salsa, this, y'all, is such a good breakfast. I hope you give it a try. I hope you love it. You have to let me know what you think in the comments below. I'm going to leave the full recipe down in the description box below. I do that for all my videos. And I'm also going to include my shopping link in case you want to pick up any of these ingredients that I've featured in this video or any of my other ones. But anyway, guys, thanks so much for watching. I so appreciate you. I pray you have a blessed day. And until next time, y'all take care and keep thriving.